anytime at all that you want to check the stream is working, I would be okay with it. Load a bit faster, please. Load a bit faster, please. Anytime, Chromebook. Anytime at all. Anytime, Chromebook. Anytime. Art thou streaming? I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I'm just talking nonsense at this point. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. I will accept this humble offering. I will pop out chat. And I will load Prey up so that I can embarrass myself on the internet again. Because that's how I spend my Sunday afternoons. Oh yeah. So, last time we met, we were just being completely inundated with murderbot military droid things. Plus there's the nightmare outside as well. I have a shortage of shotgun shells. I guess I have quite a lot of bullets, which I can use if necessary, but I guarantee you I will get through them frickin' fast if I don't watch out. I do have the Q-beam, which I will use if necessary. Yeah, shush you. No need to show off. Okay, so what do I have? Oh, the old trusty Mimic. I've got a ton of Disruptor ammo. Does that need reloading? Yeah, of course it needs reloading. That's better. Tell you what. What? Do I have any weapon upgrade kits I can use right now? Yeah, I have two. I think I've fully upgraded the shotgun as well. I have. Nice. How about we upgrade the power beam? Q-beam, whatever. I know what I'm talking about. I kind of feel like I want to go for the power, even though the firing time technically is a bigger increase. It's about a 10%. No, it's not. It's about a 20% increase. Whereas this is more like a 10% increase. But I feel like the more damage you can do straight up, the better. Why have I got so many of these random items that I really don't know the basis of? Okay. Let's fricking clear the research data out, because that is always bugging me. Surely there's not much more I can have to research here. Oh, I still have to research the nightmare twice. I guess I could try to do that. Hi, where are you? You're probably below me, aren't you? Oh, freaking loud today. Do you want to keep it down? The neighbours are going to be complaining. Oh, I see. The nightmare fights the robots. Of course they do. Because the robots are programmed to seek out Typhon as well. Well, I guess I could have a bit of fun watching the nightmare getting thoroughly beaten up without me having to expend a single shotgun shell on it. But yeah, what are my objectives right now? I still need to get Alex's arming key, but I can't do that until the tech officer and Dahl are both disabled. Dahl is somewhere in the Neuromod Divisione. The Neuromod Divisione. I just basically need to run back to the station, the lobby, and then head to Neuromod Divis. I'm going for a sneaky sneak, and then the second that military operator spots me, I'm just gonna peg it. Go! 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 Ah, sucker! They're actually not that hard to dodge. They're pretty easy to dodge. The problem is, you only have to make one little mistake and you take a jeebus ton of damage. Just like everything in this game, in fairness. This game does like to kill you. If you ain't watching what you're doing. I really need more shotgun shells. Hey, Wave, how you doing? How are you?
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
I see. Oh, hang on 1 second, Wave, 1 second.
Dal's cut off oxygen to the cargo bay. There's nothing I can do from here, and none of the doors are responding. Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
Life support it is. Everyone wants to talk to me today. Hang on. Chat is much more important than the game. Just doing some good morning grinding and Bloodborne. You know, Wave, I had not seen you as a Bloodborne type. How many of the Souls games have you played?
With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
Hang on. So what did he just... So what? He's basically saying that this is just a trap. Is what he's saying. Okay, I can deal with a trap. I've walked in a trap many times. But yeah, how far through Bloodborne are you? How are you finding it? I have to admit, I've never really played any of the Soulsborne games except Fallen Order, which I actually really enjoyed. But I'm not quite sure that I am a regular Soulsborne player. I get very frustrated by games where you basically have to kill one person, or like attack them a ton of times to get anywhere. So I need to follow, go down the stairs, or if it's up, turn right, go into atmosphere control. You beat Bloodborne, you've played through all the Souls games except 2. Which is your favourite? I'm curious. Yoink! Slurp! Ooh, hello, a medical operator, eh?
Welcome.
I'll take the
Maybe
healing.
I can help you.
Yeah, well, do
Diagnose
it then.
Looks like you've had a rough day. Try to relax.
Thank you.
Fill out a patient experience questionnaire.
Oh, of course there would be military operators. Can I bait them out? What? Why are they not doing anything? Are they... stupid? I mean, you might as well, right? You can't pass up these opportunities. Make my own private robot army. I'll say yes to that anytime. Oh, I'm the best at this. I am so good. And now I go for the other one very quickly. Yoink! You could make a case for Sekiro being your favourite, even though I haven't beaten it, because it has true difficulty. But I really like the world and characters in Bloodborne. Interesting. See, that's the thing. I think if I played the games, I would be far more... Oh snap, that was an idiotic thing to do. I would be far more interested in, like, the lore behind it all. But yeah, really for me, a game is all about the story and just the experience. I'm not so, like, taken with just the difficulty for difficulty's sake stuff. Why is no one spotting me? Okay, now they're spotting me. Cheese it! Cheese it! Cheese it! Cheese it! Oh, hi.
Casper.
I read you.
Oh, hi. I was not expecting to see you here.
What's the situation? There he is. Take him down.
Suit integrity damaged.
I genuinely was not expecting Dahl to appear there.
One less problem in this mess of a situation. Now there's just Alex and the aliens. No telling which one is worse.
So... Oh, is this I was supposed to do? Oh, I see. So you could cut off supplies in other places, or you can heal and repair that. Okay.
Morgan.
Bloodborne has really good combat too. I think part of the reason I got through Bloodborne and Fallen Order is because I really like the combat. You didn't like the story or anything else in Fallen Order? Is that what you're saying? Also, out of interest, because I've watched bits of all of the games, and I have to admit, as a non-Soulsborne player, the combat kind of looked the same in all of them, except Fallen Order. I will give it that. Fallen Order did feel like it had real Star Wars. Like they clearly had paid a lot of attention to the animations, you know, like everything looked like a saber slash rather than just the kind of thing that you could stick like a mallet or a hammer or a sword or a mace in someone's hand for. That game felt Star Wars, even though I've always had a gripe with Star Wars games with lightsabers that don't chop off limbs on the first attack.
The air's flowing again. I can breathe. And I hope this means Dal can't.
Well, you're right about that.
A little longer and... Never mind. Elazar out.
I really need more shotgun shells. You know, I'm going to start walking around with the pistol, I think. I also need to repair my suit. Do with dropping a hypo. What about my neuromod situation? You know, this is the kind of point at which stealth would be really nice. But I'm just going to have to deal with it, I think. Okay, so Dahl is dead. Now we need to get to the tech officer who is hiding somewhere in Neuromod division. Let's say you're pretty accurate about me not caring about Fallen Order stuff. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So let me finish your comment and I'll respond. The story to you was just okay, but the combat was excellent. I'm not sure to play main games of story, more atmosphere and gameplay. Okay, what I will say is, what the heck is that? What I will say is I found the story in Fallen Order a bit stupid. it was just kind of like, why? If it's destroyed, why is it still floating? Oh, now it's fallen to the ground. It was just kind of a bit lackluster. It was very regular, I guess. Whoa, 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 no, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to kill it. Because I want the spare parts back. Not to mention he's just giving me Q-beam and disruptor. So yeah, it feels like there are so many Star Wars stories that are about oh, we've got to get the Jedi Order back together. You know, we find the young, well, not quite find the younglings, that's a bit different, but you know, there's so many Jedi, you know, post Order 66 games that are just about, I'm the only Jedi left, so it's on me now to save the galaxy, and it just kind of felt like, okay, yeah, fine, I know what you're doing, but couldn't you just do something a bit different for once? And the twists and turns kind of felt a bit obvious and so on. Please don't see me, Mr. Telepath. So the story I will say was lacking in Fallen Order. It was 100% lacking. And I felt the characters were a bit lame as well. But all in all though,
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
all in all, I did enjoy it as an experience. It wasn't so bad. And I will say as well, I really appreciate a game with a genuinely, like, award-winning story. But in general, the story doesn't have to necessarily be that great. All it has to be is interesting enough to kind of drive me through. For some reason I thought there was another operator in here that could repair me. So yeah, I don't know. I did like, I really enjoyed Fallen Order, but it was kind of a mixture of the combat and everything. Nothing really stood out on its own. But yeah, I think I definitely would enjoy it more than most of the Soulsborne games. I would enjoy reading up on the extra lore, because I know that they don't tend to be so cutscene heavy. I know that they tend to be a lot more kind of, you go past something written on a wall, or you have to read between the lines and things. And I can appreciate that as well, but yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm not a natural Soulsborne player. But I would still like to try one or two of them out at some point. Maybe not on stream. I feel like maybe I'm not. I'm not sure I would want to stream them. I think that would just be a little bit. I would just be raging. Let's be honest. I would just be raging. I get frustrated when things like don't work for me. Oh good, just a bit passive radiation like always. Let's just peg it again, shall we? This part of the game seems to have just turned into just peg it away from most things. Yeah, you've been dead for a while. Let's go kill a tech officer. I like characters with multiple layers of complexity. Yeah, that's a fair way of putting it. Here's a fair way of putting it. What did you think about all the people who criticised Fallen Order when it was released for having a very milquetoasty main character? You know, all the people saying that he should have had a female, or like racially distinct, or maybe even just like complete alien character. Whoa, Canyonero. I'm just gonna let these guys fight it out for a little while I decide where I want to go. mean, they don't seem to be doing an awful lot of damage to each other at all, to be honest. Technopath certainly has taken very little damage. The Souls-like games, Bloodborne is the easiest, then Dark Souls, then Dark Souls 3, then Sekiro. I have heard that a lot of people don't particularly like Bloodborne, sorry, not Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2. Although it does also appear that there's a little bit of a case of like, whichever game you play first in the series, that tends to be your favourite. That's it, operator. You just stay there, trying to drive into a... You just keep acting like the complete moron. I'm okay with that. Oh, hang on. Where's this tech officer I've got to get to? I thought it was up here. Where's this tech officer I've got to get to? Are there still places in here that I haven't explored? That's the lobby. Down there, apparently. How do I get down there? That's another way up, so I don't really want to go there. How do I get down to the bottom floor? Is it by that staircase? Can't see many other places. Oh, it's here. Okay, so I want to go back down the turbo lift thing and then take an immediate right. I feel like the actor that did Fallen Order. I think it was a good choice. I understand what you mean because some games like that. Yeah, I think the actor did a good job. To be honest, I wasn't. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, it's this way, isn't it? Whoops. Frickin' Cheez-Its. Are you on my side, turret? Are you on my side? Of course, if you are on my side, I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, you are. Nice. I'm just gonna leave you to your fate if you don't win this fight. Nice. Nicely done, turret. I did not realise that these turrets were this competent. I genuinely thought that they were awful. But I'll take it. He fit. Yeah, he played the part that he needed to play quite well. I don't think he was exactly standout to me. But he played the part well enough. Okay, it's basically just straight ahead. In fact, I could just like hop down. It's kind of fun to just watch them duking it. Oh, good. Watch them duking it out with each other for once. Let's take this bloke down. Why am I picking up crumpled paper? I don't even know. Let's take this bloke down with a good old bash to the noggin. Oh, hello. They're literally throwing spare parts at me at this point. Come here. I just want to hack you. Down there, up there, across there. Wow, that's got to be one of my more competent hacks. I'm impressed. I'm finally learning what I'm supposed to be doing. That's it, you just duke it out with each other. Thank you!
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls in life support. We're going to clear out Dal's shit-can operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes in a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done.
One second, brother. I'm just hacking stuff. Don't mind me. Well, I'm clearly doing as well as I did last time this time. Man, on the last hack, I'd actually finished by this point. Come on, I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Ooh, there we go. Hey, Tato, how are you? Good, now this guy's on my side. Oh good, there's another one over there. How are you, Tato? I haven't spoken to you in a little while. I apologise I haven't dropped by you guys very often. To be honest, I haven't been dropping by that many streams at all recently. I kind of go through, like, I describe them as like boom and bust periods. Oh hi. I go through like boom and bust periods with Twitch. And sometimes I just like, I don't know, I just don't have the energy for it. It's weird. Sometimes going on Twitch gives me energy. Sometimes going on Twitch just really burns me out. So yeah, recently I've not been dropping by as many places as I really should do. But how have you guys been doing anyway? Alive and wishing you weren't. Well, I hope that that's not true. I hope that that is just a bit of sarcasm. What, if I might ask, or is it a bad thing to do? What is making you feel so bad at the moment? Well, there's... Oh, of course, because that Technopad had all those turrets. That's why there's so many turrets here. Ooh, yeah, that doesn't sound cool. That doesn't sound cool at all. What was an allergic reaction to? Is it like a seasonal thing, or did you like eat something? At least you sound to be talking in the past tense, so I assume that that means that you there's a word that comes out of the mouth sometimes. Have kind of improved a bit, recovered. Recovered is the word I'm looking for. Mango. Oh snap! I've heard a few stories recently of people suddenly getting allergic reactions to like fruits and stuff. I swear, I don't really recall any stories about people getting allergic reactions to foods up until very recently. It's worse. Seriously, what? So you can like barely speak right now? Are you gonna get it checked out with the doctors? Are the doctors actually open on bank holidays? I actually never knew the answer to that. Are the doctors open on bank holidays? You got allergic to it a few years ago after a period of serious stress, but it seemed to calm down. So what? Are you feeling stressed again right now? Is that what's causing it? I'm guessing I need to go up to the Arboretum. It's got to be the Arboretum. Yeah, it's obviously the Arboretum. Apparently, because I was crouching when I walked in here, I can't uncrouch. Nice. You did a 50-hour work week. Ouch. What's going on at your work that made you do a 50-hour work week? Finally, I can stand up again. I love the way that it makes me stand up to do the animation of walking out of the lift, and then it pushes me back down into the crouch state again. I love that kind of yeah, thing where they clearly haven't thought about the way that people may approach the game. Also, Wave, I apologise, I never responded to that. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I only played the first one, I never played the second one, but you know what? I actually enjoyed The Force Unleashed. And of course, everyone really enjoys the Darth Vader thing at the start, where you finally you get to a proper I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. I can literally just blow dozens of people aside with a flick of the finger. I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. So what's going on in here then? Dozens of people aside with a flick of the finger. There's clearly a ton of Typhon have been getting in fights here, since I'm finding all this unlooted stuff around. Someone's been fighting a military operator as well. What killed that, I wonder? Since I'm finding all this unlooted stuff around. Someone's been fighting a military operator as well. So I need to go up that away. You thought it was understaffing. Turns out half the staff not wanting to deal with the difficult client we've taken on. So boss is... Oh, that's nice. You say 2 youngest employees. Are you doing... Oh, that's nice. You say 2 young... I don't know where he went. Are you doing something different? You were working... Oh, youngest... Well, okay, youngest is in actual youngest, not as in... not as in, like, most junior. Yeah, I mean, that sucks to hear if you're basically being picked on as the easiest targets. But yeah, is this a new job, or is this the same thing you've been doing before? Oh, you are the... Oh, you are the... Okay, fair enough. Oh, another weapon upgrade kit. I've got a feeling I'm gonna have to kill some big Typhon at some point, so maybe let's keep upgrading the Q-beam. It is feeding me Q-beam energy at this point. Hang on. I thought I upgraded this more. Oh no, I didn't. I put one in. Boss took on a new one, and they're basically useless and mismanaged, so we have to do everything. Nice. No, that's fair enough. I will never... I mean, if you don't want to be complaining, that's fair enough. But I would never complain, shall we say, at people complaining. If you want to get it out, I am always here for people to get stuff off their chest. How much ammo did I pick up for that shotgun? Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, good. It's actually someone who's on my side. Heal me! Heal me!
Morgan, we're in life support now.
Oh, don't tell me I've got to go back down again.
Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dal wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay.
I've killed him already. Calm down. Hey, Cal. How are you? But yeah, no, otherwise I'm pretty good. I've been having my own up and down periods recently, but overall work has been kind of stressful, but we're starting to kind of get on top of it. See, he is inside. But no, overall, now that I'm here, just kind of chilling. Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you, Cal? Okay, you are not there. Hydration. Thank you. That's a good point. I should hydrate myself. Hydration. Thank you. Hope you couldn't hear me slurping particularly loudly there. If he's inside the building, hope you couldn't hear me slurping particularly loudly. Oh, okay. So he's been hiding here the whole time.
I
For
promised
me,
you
it's
my
a
arming key.
squash. It's like orange cordial in water.
I promised you my
That's how I roll. I'll be having some nice Coca-Cola later. But yeah, thank you for the hydration reminder.
All I ask is you hear me out
I
first.
should probably get myself a hydration.
And you can blow
cooler,
Talos one
like,
to
next
pieces
week.
if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know, because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars.
Wait,
What
was
I
it you
wanna
who was
know
asking about the coral yesterday?
is what is the message? And who is listening to it?
We're getting a bit more information.
I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
He's gonna die now, isn't he? Which weapon should I pull out? This one? Okay. You know when I said something about a massive Typhon thing that I would have to kill? Yeah, that would be one. That would be one. Is he gonna survive this? Okay, that thing is back in here now. Okay, what is it? What are we playing with here? Yeah, it's a little bit big. What's my actual mission here? Is it just like survive? Get Alex's arming key? I mean, he's floating around. Can I loot his body? Let's take a listen.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos One. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We'll hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Because you can do all the work, I'm too lazy. So, do we still have the choice of... Okay, so I can still go down and self-destruct the plant. Do we still have the choice? Or I can fabricate the prototype null-wave device. Still go down and self-destruct the plant. Or I can... What are you guys thinking? How is that out of psychoscope range? Oh no, there we go.
The creature is still trying to consume the station, and I picked up multiple hull breaches. I believe in you, Morgan. Make this count.
Leave me alone! I'm trying to scan it, but come here. Just want to scan you. I'm trying to scan it. Come here. Just want to scan you. Just want to scan you. You are a tendril, and by the looks of it, you don't have a health bar. So, had a guess. I'm gonna say you ain't supposed to die. So, ow. Ow. I can't tell where I'm going. Okay, let's cheese it out of here and think about what on earth I'm gonna do here. Whatever feels best to me. You know what? I might actually try both. I get the feeling now that I'm basically just in a run to the end. You know what? I might actually try both. I get a feeling I'm basically just in a run to the end. So, I love that emote. Is that a Cheese Whiz emote? Oh no, it's just Stinky Glitch. Nice. That's great. So what I might try and do is everything.
You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside. I'll do what I can to help you from down here. Who knows? Maybe we can give this thing heartburn.
What do I want to do? I mean, it's pretty clear that Alex has been pretty evil the whole time. He's been like experimenting with people and so on. So he's not exactly been a model citizen. He's given us plenty of plenty of reason to want this entire place shut down. On the other hand, I am intrigued by the whole using the coral to broadcast a signal. You know what I'm gonna do? I think what I would do is blow the station up. But I'm kind of intrigued at multiple possibilities. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna go and try fabricating this null wave device. And then once I've played it out, because I suspect it's probably relatively quick. And then once I've played it out, I will go back and redo it and try the other ending. Yeah, so I'll drop a save when I get to my office. Or something like that. I think I've got to get to... It just says fabricate the device. And I can fabricate the device in tons of different places. Also, I like trophies. So, why not get the trophy for both endings? Frickin' Cheez-Its! Frickin' Stinky Glitch it! Straight back to the office.
Привет, Morgan.
Hi, both of you. Drop a quick... Actually, no, I'm going to drop a hard save here. A hard save seems like a good idea at this point in time. Actually, no, I'm going to drop a hard save here. A hard save seems like a good idea at this point in time. Okay. How much do I need to fabricate this thing? Is it the...
Morgan.
It's the prototype null wave transmitter. I need 2 more... What are they? Organic material or something like that? 2 more synthetic material. And... Oh no, yeah, it's yeah, synthetic material, I think. And... Yeah, 2 more synthetic material. Or rather, about 1.29 synthetic material. Will that give me one? Will that give me enough? Let's get rid of this as well, because I don't need an extra shotgun. I don't need 3 extra pistols. Let's get rid of this as well, because I don't need. Okay, that's got to be enough. Great! Go for it! I love the way they've shoved like a 3D printing machine into this game. Yeah, actually, I'm surprised more games haven't done stuff like that. I'm surprised you haven't got like Call of Duty games which let you 3D print your own weapons in the middle of combat and so on. Okay, so what is our missione? Place the prototype null-wave device in psychotronics. Yeah, true. COD is kind of just slightly going through the motions at this point anyway, isn't it? Okay, so I want to go back down. Okay, I know where that is. I know where that is. Hi. Yeah, you're right. Hi. Just running around on art features, don't mind me. Heart of the coral, here I come. Banzai! Banzai! I have to presume that there's going to be something more to it. To be honest, a lot of the game, I feel like you probably could do by just running through everything. It would be interesting to see like a speedrun of this game. I reckon there's probably some good speedruns of this game where they just like leg it past everything. Is that partour? Just leg it past everything. I'm being stupid. What's the part?
I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Hate. Suffering. Death, I fear. Okay, where am I supposed to be going in here? Suffering. Death, I fear. Okay, where am I supposed to be going in here? Okay, I mean, what I need to do is scan this thing. But to do it... let's scan another tendril. Why not?
Scan complete. More specimens required. Suit integrity.
Yeah, all the research. I don't know why I'm doing all this research, but all the research. That's a mimic. That's a freaking mimic. I'm just going to leg it past it. Hi, Valtech, Phantom. Cheez-Its! Pacifist percent, here I come. Oh, sorry. There seems to be an echo. Okay, what have I got that's coming out twice? Sorry. That's muted. There seems to be an echo. Okay. Okay, sorry, my bad. I thought I had that shut up. I really did think. Let me just close that down. Forget it. I thought I had that shut up. I really did. Sorry about that. So I have the worst, like, weakest setup ever. Basically, my setup just involves I play the game through remote play. And oh, hi Weaver. I play the game through remote play, and hi Mimic. And I just stream, I just broadcast whatever's on my screen. This is not the right way, is it? I think we can go this way. But unfortunately, I haven't got the sound coming through a single device thing working. It just doesn't. I don't know why. So basically any sound that plays through my PC will get broadcast, and I often have my own PC back on playback. Oh, hang on, I'm supposed to place the device rather than... I'm not scanning this. What, do I just, like, chuck it in there? Oh, hang on, there was a thing there. Deploy!
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying.
One second. Let's find out what's going on in this game. Okay, so yeah, basically, I have my PC on.
Succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon.
Yeah,
In
kind
the
of.
universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness, These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
So yeah, so I have my PC, my PlayStation on. I have the PC on as well. And fine, I'll save him. Fine, I won't save him. Could have just like stood in the way, I guess. Heal me! At least I tried. Yeah. Something like that. Ow, ow, ow. I could have like thrown myself in the way of the projectile that it fired, but I'm not going to take all that damage. Screw that. Yeah, so I have the remote play app on. So I'm playing through the PC, even though the PlayStation is just in front of me. And yeah, but like I say, I've tried in the past to get it to just output the sound from the one device, and it just doesn't work. I don't know why. It just doesn't want to. It refuses to output any sound at all if I do that. So, yeah, question mark, question mark, question mark, no profit. So I've just kind of fallen back on this way of doing it, basically. It's lazy, but it works. I also tried using a capture card at one point, but again, the capture card wouldn't output. It wouldn't output both sound and visual at the same time. It was really frustrating. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. Maybe my PC just isn't powerful enough, I don't know. But yeah, so every now and again I accidentally play something at the same time, and it annoys everyone, including myself. It's working. It works, yeah. Where am I actually supposed to be going right now? To the bridge, Mr. LaForge. So, yes, the Arboretum. The nightmares were quite something in this game, yeah. Have you seen any of this game before? You played it and beat it? Oh, nice, nice. What did you think of it? I don't think I'll play the DLC, honestly. Certainly I don't think I'll do it on stream. Quite fun overall. Yeah, it was trying something a bit different. I mean, I say different, it had beats from a lot of different games in it, but it's an experience different from most things I've played before. Yeah, I've enjoyed this as well. I've certainly taken a long time to play through this one, I'll give it that. It's given me the time. How is that anti-rad? Okay, where am I going? There are some things which have kind of been slightly more annoying than others, I will say. Like, I've never quite got a hang of the space controls. Never quite got the hang of them. I can just about survive, but it has been a bit awkward at times. Your friend played it before and then loved it, so he gifted it to you for your birthday. Nice, that's fair enough. How long ago did you play it? Because it's been out like 4 years now or something, hasn't it? Nah, it's cool. I mean, by all means, do check.
Please reconsider. Trust your former self, the one that isn't morally bankrupt.
But it's all good.
Your assessment, Morgan, not mine. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me. Give the order to detonate. Captain Mark's terminal. Soon, the Apex Typhon will have
See how
invaded
much
every quarter of
dialogue he's
Talos
got
1.
recorded.
Decide. A question. Is Morgan Yu capable of empathy beyond a small circle of interest? I'm only an operator facsimile. I cannot do it for you. Give the order to detonate. Captain Mark's terminal.
Fair enough. So basically, not too many. 8 months ago. Okay, so it was relatively recently then. I'm sorry, January. I'm sorry. Trophies, though. Okay. Let's see the ending. Well, at least the theory appears to have been sound.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time.
So what's the catch going to be in this ending?
It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
I do love a good Benedict Wong scene. I don't think I've really seen him in much aside from Kublai Khan, though. Was that it? So what, are we gonna just get to see like various scenes of the station as it was? Okay, I was gonna say, is there an after-credit sequence? Because it feels like there should be more to this. Is there a way of skipping, like fast-forwarding through the cutscene, through the credits? Yeah, I gotta admit, it's a decent, you know, it's alright. I got shades of Portal when I started hearing it, but it's alright. Rehydrate myself again. Oh, this is the initial outbreak. If they'd shot this in slightly better places, this could be more interesting to watch. I mean, I kind of appreciate what they're doing here. Thus far, I mean, overall, I've really enjoyed it. The combat I did find, certainly at the start, was very challenging. Like they really amped it up so that you take a lot of damage from a lot of stuff. And I survived. But like I was having with the conversation earlier, where we were talking about the Soulsborns, often like extreme challenge games kind of really can like push me to my limits. I don't mind a challenge. I like a bit of a challenge, but games where you can die really quickly can get to me. But no, so the combat, I kind of felt like there was probably more to it than I ever used. I kind of just developed a style which involved gluing everyone and then shotgunning them. I feel like the game was designed to encourage you to be a lot more creative than I was. But again, it was kind of cool. And I did. What I really enjoyed about it was the kind of the free-form flexibility. I liked the fact that you could use like the glue gun to build your way up to higher levels when you didn't, you know, without necessarily like having unlocked the ability to get there otherwise. I liked the ability that you could play around. I thought it tried some interesting stuff, and I think it mostly did it pretty well. As for the story, there's definitely layers behind the story that I'm gonna maybe want to research afterwards. Like, it all started with there was a whole load of references to like the Fermi paradox at the start of the game. Oh, there we go. I can skip it now. There was a whole load of references to like the Fermi paradox, and I'm sure that there's like a whole other level that I haven't read in the story yet so far. Also, it's what I will say is I did the side mission. That's what I'm looking for. Side quest to basically escape on Alex's private escape pod. And that, of course, ends very briefly with with Benedict Wong going, you know, restart the machine. He's not the one. So I'm aware that there's more to it, and I suspect that this cutscene is going to be something to do with you stepping out of the simulation and your brother going, "Yeah, I made the whole thing up. There never was a Talos 1," or something like that. But yeah, overall, I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Well, I don't think I'm that far off so far.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
Thank you.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends
on
on
I am a Typhon.
Ours too.
By the looks of my hands.
It all comes down to the choices it made.
It killed me. Why? Would be difficult to say. It's remarkable that it never installed
I know why I killed you. I killed you by
neuromod.
mistake.
In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us.
Michaela.
I would have done.
I don't know if you saw, Cal, but basically when I got to Deo, I think he was the one who was in the crate in space that you had to get back in, wasn't he? And I kind of flapped and went, "What on earth am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do?" Flew all around the container and found a button which accidentally vented him out into space. So I slightly killed him by mistake. Just a little bit by mistake. It was fine. It was fine. He's just a little bit dead. He'll recover.
I died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That
It was easy. It was very easy.
Its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content,
It's true,
it was
I did.
willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Who died at the
Things did
end.
not end well for him. But
Would you let it live?
yes,
Sarah?
Oh, so
you're
I'm
next.
basically on trial for my life here.
the situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of
I
humans
think I'd
controlled by
already
the
killed him
Typhon
by
that
the
it
time
could
I
have
found
harmed.
her.
Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you?
Well, yes.
Here. I want to show you something.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, we're in the Matrix room. Okay.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
Of course it was.
This is the world today.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you.
Interesting.
Until now.
Interesting.
You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us.
So, is this sequel bait,
Take
or is
my
this just
hand if
trying to
you
be
do.
very clever?
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Is that sequel bait? Or is that... I can't decide whether that was just thrown in there to try to drag her. It's part of the game, okay. It makes sense though. It does make a kind of a sort of sense. They were hinting at that kind of sort of stuff. Rescued humans 3, humans killed 5. Oopsie. 162 neuromods installed. Nice. Yeah, for some reason I decided not to go with any Typhon abilities. There was a kind of a complicated explanation behind it. Well, not a very complicated explanation behind it. But it was a bit of a... I just didn't. But interesting. I find myself wondering how many different endings there are. Continue? What happens if I continue? Or is it just going to continue from where I saved last? Out of interest, what happens if I continue? Thought, well, these are all monsters. I don't know what to become one. So mine was because I clocked from the way that the turrets were talking. Oh, it's just going to take me back to this moment, isn't it? When I killed January. So I clocked that the turrets would attack me if I had Typhon material in me. And there was one point when I was finding the game quite challenging, maybe a quarter of the way through, maybe a third of the way. About when you first started getting the ability to... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I intend to do. When you first get the ability to get Typhon mods. Yeah, it's all the stuff that the robots talk about, the operators, I guess, talk about as much as anything, as much as just the killing them all cutscene. But yeah, I had this period when I was going to play the entire game by just carrying several turrets around with me, setting them up in a row and just gunning down everything without having to fire a single shot. I think I was also really struggling for ammo at that point, so I really wasn't sure what to do aside from that. Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where I'm going. Sucks to be you, fire. I can fly up. Okay, that's not cool. Well, let's not go that way then. Yeah, basically, it's like, why would I want to turn on my best, my best ally in this game? So I just kind of went, I'm just gonna leave it. I did actually want to play around. I wanted to play around particularly with the thing where you could turn into like a teacup and so on. But now I decided not to get any Typhon in the end. What did you? How did you play it out? What did you do? Reactor console away! I'm currently in the Arboretum, aren't I? Hang on, where is the reactor? Oh, it's down in power plant, so I need to go to life support. If I replay it again, I'll go through all the Typhon stuff. Yeah, I might do that. I don't know how quickly I would play this again. The other thing is, at first I found it really hard to do anything. I genuinely thought, like... I genuinely thought that the game was, like... Can I please get off? Thank you. The game was, like, really tough to beat and so on. Now I'm starting to think that with the way I've started to play the game, I could probably, like, just sprint past everything. And so you could probably get through with barely any mods at all. Pretty much went for the best ending. Saved everyone, helped as many NPCs as you could, avoided all Typhon stuff, saved Alex. How do you save Alex? I must have missed that. I thought that he basically had to die, because I think he's already dead at this point. Maybe after this I'll reload a save and see if I can do that as well. Don't play through RPGs. Yeah, I find it really hard to play RPGs as a bad guy. The only RPG I found where it was easy to do that, in my opinion, was Star Wars: The Old Republic. I played initially my first character was a Sith Inquisitor, and I just found him the most fun character to play ever. Like, genuinely up there with one of the most enjoyable experiences. It was really classic, it's good to be bad stuff. But then obviously it was going to be, because Star Wars: The Old Republic is not about morality. I mean, KOTOR is about morality, but The Old Republic is not about morality. The Old Republic is just about... it's just about being an MMO and killing things fast. I did really enjoy KOTOR as well, though. KOTOR was a really cool game. Well, both of them are. I need to play KOTOR with the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Ah, health. Give me health. I might need it.
Superficial injuries.
Thank you. I need to play KOTOR with the mod that someone made that basically finishes the game, because it is a bit of a mess otherwise. I mean, that's not quite what I was trying to do, but sure, let's go with that. Key receptacle, go! Go! Where is the self-destruct? How do I get out of here? I seem to recall that there were some turbo lifts. There they are, there they are. The world's longest turbo lift. Setup and work needed, but honestly not that bad. Like something. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I think as well, the thing is that KOTOR had an awful lot of loyalty in the fan base.
Hello. Are you here for an appointment?
I'm here for an appointment with destruction. Yes. So yeah, I think a lot of people basically forgive KOTOR in a way that very few games ever would get away with, because the two games just have such a great storyline between them. So I feel like most games, if they ended like that, they would have been torn to pieces. I mean, just look at your just look at the likes of your what's the thing called? No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky just got shredded. Or look at Witcher as well. I mean, Witcher was a game with an awful... CD Projekt Red was another game with an awful lot of goodwill credit, but look at how it was torn apart. But people were surprisingly willing to forgive BioWare for how they finished KOTOR 2. And I think in many ways that's just a sign that it's a really good game overall. I haven't played those games in ages though. I played them when I was at university. And I haven't played them since. Can't stop me now! Cyberpunk kind of deserved the hate. Okay, granted, yeah. Also, hey Scarecrow, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your day been? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. You had a good Easter so far? Or has it been just like an average weekend for you? Okay, where am I actually going right now? To the bridge! Again, obviously. I think I need to get to the Arboretum for that right now. You join me as I'm just finishing this off, by the way. We've already seen one of the endings. Just about to see the other one as well. Hey, honey, as well. How are you? Good to see you both. I saw you were streaming earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't see it at a time when I was able to drop in on the stream. How are you getting on, honey? Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Just enjoying another chill weekend. 4 days off work, can't complain. Yeah, I thought you hadn't streamed very much recently. What were you streaming? KOTOR on Xbox. I still think it's a very good game. It was harder for me to go back to. Yeah, see, that's one of the problems I have. It possibly is behind why I've not made many attempts. Oh, I'm just pinballing here. Maybe it's behind why I haven't gone back and played many games. It's like, while I have a huge amount of nostalgia for a lot of games, please cheese off.
I never thought I'd welcome that.
Oh, get in. There we are.
I do not know if they will.
Hang on one second.
But I think they will.
Okay. So yeah, while I have a lot of nostalgia for some of these games, I think there's kind of hit a point now when if a game just has clunky controls or graphics, it just becomes really hard to go back and play. Like I've seen a few people playing Witcher 3, and there's been discussions of how have you played Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. Like I've played through all 3 of the Witcher games. I played all 3 of them pretty much when they came out, and I enjoyed them all really quite a lot. But I think the thing is, like, I could never go back and play Witcher 1 or Witcher 2 and enjoy them now, because I've seen games do it much better. And I kind of fear that going back and trying them again would break some of the love that I had for them. Okay, granted, there was some problems with it, but how many games were really polished back when that came out? I think the thing with me is that game told an interesting story, and I loved the narrative of it all. Also, honey, you played Dead Maze, then Apex servers were down, so Dead by Daylight. What is Dead Maze? I've not heard of this Dead Maze.
I'm aware that you primed the arming keys to destroy Talos 1, so I find the activation of this null-wave transmitter station puzzling. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal.
That is interesting,
If you want to
actually.
activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
I had not thought about the fact that he would have, like, other lines to say. You know, that it would react to you doing all of the necessary steps behind both endings, and that he would step in there and go, you know, you've set up the arming keys, but why have you also done this? Combat was pretty much the only thing I did not like. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Also, some MMO zombie apocalypse game, not worth it. Really? Why? What was bad about it? Also, let's blow this thing.
Warning, reactor detonation.
It's finished. All the directives you gave me have been completed. Next and final topic. Your mind is free of significant Typhon neuromods. I believe the risk you pose to Earth is minimal. However, despite my belief, I cannot act against my directives.
Hang on.
On the other hand, if I would...
What was the mind without limits that I just failed?
For irreparable system damage, I would be unable to interfere with your escape.
I'm just going to drop a quick save here.
You already have the keycard to Alex's escape pod. Goodbye, Morgan.
Please evacuate Talos 1.
Okay. Hang on, so he told me to kill him, but he hasn't actually made any attempt to attack me.
Morgan, I
Okay.
don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move.
Okie dokie, let's move then.
Every window in this station, it's engulfing the place. It's every...
It's alright, I should be listening to her, shouldn't I?
Warning.
It's free to play. I haven't actually tried many new games out, but I don't tend to play many MMOs these days, I have to be honest. There was a period in my life when I used to play so much multiplayer. Yeah, I know, I've got like 7 minutes. But I reckon I can probably get there in under 2, since I'm not killing anything at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I used to love multiplayer games.
Gravity detected.
But I've barely done any of that, any multiplayer gaming recently. I think possibly the thing is that I've always loved multiplayer gaming, like, with other people. Hang on, where am I actually going right now? Where am I actually going? Oh, I know where I'm going. Oh, I can get there easily. 2 minutes is far too much. I can get there in like 30 seconds. Oh, okay, maybe not if I get stuck here.
Please evacuate Talos 1.
Oh, this is confusing. Where am I? I'm getting so turned around. Oh, hang on, I don't need to extend the bridge now. I can just fly over there. Ow! Well, that's my skull cracked open. Okay. Let's get out of here. And see what changes with this ending. I'm not going to bother strapping myself in. Why would I strap myself in? Let's just float around in the middle of the pod. Of course I want to. Oh, now I'm going to strap myself in.
Morgan, can you
So what was bad about it, honey?
I thought...
Chief Ilyushin.
Morgan, good to hear your voice.
No, Chief Ilyushin. This is January. Morgan has departed the station.
What? Morgan? Morgan, if you can hear me, please respond. Please!
Why? you were always just a computer generated something anyway. It's unfinished. 1P animations. I love that. I just love that description. 1P animations. Hard to find your friends to actually play. Okay, that's a fairly bad. That's a fairly bad criticism of the game. Echoes of No Man's Sky again with that. And very repetitive. I think we're going to have to watch this part play out, and then I can skip it once it gets to the main credits. But yeah, fair enough. So what was it that inspired you to try it out? Did you just feel like doing something different? Did someone like ask you to play it? What's the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the lyrics? I've heard so many codes now. I'm interpreting everything as a code. Basically trying to find a new multiplayer game. That's fair enough. Are these the actual places where the body is like dropped in the real game? I don't think I've heard of many new good RPGs. Have you tried some of the survival ones, actually? I've heard a few people say that they enjoyed games like things like Green Hell and Valheim and stuff like that. I don't know if you've tried any of those yet. Yeah, Valheim is booming right now. Oh, there's the Nightmare as well. I don't remember seeing the Nightmare last time. Or maybe I did see it. I don't know. But have you tried Valheim, honey? Do you think you would try it? Or is it not your style? Would you stream it if you did play it? I mean, I'm not specifically saying I want to see you playing it. Play what you feel works for you. But I'm just kind of curious, you know? Okay, so I should be able to skip this now. I should be able to skip this somehow. There we go. And see the true end, well, the other true ending. A hidden location. Very mysterious. I'm definitely getting like that, though. I'm definitely getting to the point as well where, like, I just don't play games unless I stream them. There are a couple of things I do play offline, but not much. Hi, Benedict Wong.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It killed me. Why? Would be difficult to say. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy.
But then I did leave you on the station
I
in Blue.
think about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this. but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But...
Would you let it live?
So all that matters is whether people
yes.
survived
Sarah, you're next.
these ratings. It's not whether you saved them at the right time, it's just whether they made it to the end of the game.
None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous.
I'd already killed Volunteer 37 by the time you asked me to.
I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect her? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Uh-oh, is it the exact same reveal that I saw a minute ago?
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
It's not the Earth covered in coral, is it? Oh, it's the Earth covered in coral. How did I guess?
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us.
Let's try killing him this time.
Take my hand if you do.
Take my hand. Something else. I think it's a Queen song. I can't remember what the words are. Well, sucks to be you. I thought I would get another trophy for that, but apparently not. Okay, cool. So that is Prey then, I guess. I'm very curious. There's a lot of little things in the game that I've noticed that I'd be interested to see the differences with. Like, for instance, at the very, very end, Michaela said to us, Michaela kind of shouted out, like, you know, says, Morgan, you've left me, and January responds. And of course, January has the same voice because supposedly we programmed January. And she goes, Morgan. January goes, no, it's me. And Michaela's like, oh, you backstabbed me. But I don't know. What happens if I kill January first? What would change? I mean, it's only like a throwaway piece of dialogue, but I'm sure that they would have thought about that because it feels like the kind of game designed to have thought about that. So there's tons of little variations. I wonder. I want to know what happens if, like, you've killed everyone or saved everyone now as well, and stuff like that. There's a lot of replayability to this game, I reckon. But I'm not going to keep replaying it for now. That's cool, honey. That is very cool. No, that's all good. You know what? I'm just kind of thinking about what I'm going to do. I've been streaming for only an hour and a half. It's a very short stream, but you know what? I kind of feel like this is a good place to just wrap up. I don't know, I just kind of feel like calling it an early one and having a chill day. So I think I might finish here. I mean, what better place after the the end of the day anyway than what better place than at the end of a game? But yeah, so I think I'll wrap it up there. I'm not sure. No, I think I won't raid anyone today either. Normally I might raid someone, but I'm just kind of not feeling it. So thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. I know it's been a very short stream. I apologise that I've not given... I've not been on for as long as I might normally, but it's been good all the same. I hope you guys have had a bit of fun listening to it. I will be picking up next week with Doom 2016, not Eternal. Yeah, so that's something that Lawcraft has asked me to stream. So let's see how long it takes me to get through that. I know that he was having a bit of fun with it. Yeah, and also next week on the Sunday, I will be doing a birthday stream, because what better way to waste your birthday than humiliating yourself on the internet? So yeah, birthday stream next week, I think. But otherwise, yeah, everyone have a really good weekend. Don't eat too much chocolate. Don't work too hard. Hopefully most of you have got Monday off work as well, if indeed you have work. I know some people have been struggling. I probably shouldn't have mentioned work. But yeah, no, it's been good. It's been good. Have a good weekend. I will catch you guys all again sometime.